Nicolaos Vlachos,
Yes.
you are a big businessman in the world of fitness,
That's right.
elite fitness.
Yes.
Why?
It's my passion. So ever since I was 18, that's one thing that I always wanted to do. So first I started with my bodybuilding, looking up on Arnold Schwarzenegger, just basically bringing myself to my body to my next level, right? And then I started helping my friends around me. I'm like,
How
"Hey."
old were you then?
I was 18. So, and my first show was 21. But in between of that, what I was doing basically was helping out people with losing weight and just for the fun of it, right? Giving my friends some diets, writing it down. Because I just wanted to experiment, right? And it was actually working. They were getting transformations. And then more and more people were coming towards me. I'm like, wait a minute. I can do something about this. But at that time, I was at my dad's restaurant too. So now I had my dad's restaurant, plus in the fitness. Obviously, my dad's restaurant had a standard pay. It was really good at the time. My dad was taking care of me. In the fitness, I was, starting to go up, but it's not enough to make an earning or a living. But nonetheless, I wanted to pursue my dream, which was one day open a gym and much more than that, right? So it started from there. And then as I was going, I started with a couple of clients. I started leaving my dad's restaurant a bit, starting part-time, and he was getting angry. And this is where the problems are starting. So he's like, yeah, go ahead.
You are an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Your family was
Yes.
entrepreneur.
Yes.
So you're very close family.
Yeah.
Very close. You are from Greece.
Yeah, no, my parents from Greece. I'm from Montreal. My parents from Greece. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So the family is really the base of all whatever.
Yeah.
And also whatever you have to always respect
Yes, 100%.
the father.
And that's another thing that kept me in the restaurants too, because I was like not afraid to tell them about back then. But the Greek parents, they're very strict and they're like, oh, I'm doing this for you. But I never wanted the restaurants. And nor did I want help, and nor did I ever ask them for help. All this is about myself moving till today. So long story short, I left the restaurant business. I had got married to my wife, Natalie.
How old were you?
I was 27. Sorry, 26 got married. Then 27, she gave birth to my first child, Kirk. And second child at 28, a year back to back with my daughter, Annabella. So let's say fast forwarding, I had left the restaurant business. And my dad's like, if you leave, you're not coming back. I'm like, good. Can I swear? It's good.
Yes, you can do whatever
I'm-
you want. This is open.
Perfect.
We have no rules here.
I'm like, good, because I'm not fucking coming back. Straight
Okay,
like that.
good.
And obviously my self-ego, pride, I didn't want to go back to them in case anything happened. So I left the restaurants and I pursued my way into fitness. Started training people. Wasn't making much money. I had my house in St. Dorothy at the time because I was the restaurant. I was making good pay there, right? So then I had to sell my house. So I had 2 little kids. I lived in an apartment for a year and a half because I couldn't make my mortgage. But I was too proud of myself to go back in the restaurant business.
And your ego. You
Yes,
say that word,
100% ego.
Do you think your ego made you go where you are today?
100%. And you have to believe in yourself, period. When you want something, you chase it. Whether it takes time, you go after it. That was my thing from day one. And I always wanted to be in the fitness industry, especially with my own gym. That was my thing. So I just kept going at it. Obviously, my wife supported me. God bless for that, because we had some hard times. Living from a house to an apartment was not easy.
Do you think the ego is very big in the world of fitness? Be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You have no ego. You don't do.
It's part of
You
it.
don't win whatever. You just win there.
No,
you did
exactly.
6-time competition.
Yeah, 6 times competition, correct.
So
Exactly.
your ego is very big.
Well, I mean, I like also the challenge and the work ethic. That's the main thing too. You know what I mean? I like getting challenged. So for me, that's another way of challenging myself, which competitions for me in bodybuilding, that was the main thing, right? So when I started with that, I'm like, okay, how to get myself to be disciplined and show an example to my members and my new clients in the future. Well, this is the best way to do it, right? Somebody losing 20 pounds, very easy, 30, 40
I always
pounds.
say in business, if you want to be successful, you have to show up and look the part.
Exactly.
If not.
So that's why I started doing this, to get myself recognized more in the fitness world.
And the first time you did you win right away?
Yeah, right away, first place.
How long was it to prepare and how old were you?
I was 21 on my first one, and it took me, I was training from 18, but I did 10 months prep for that show. And I literally had 2 cookies in 10 months. That was my my cheat. So I'm very strict on myself.
And do you think less of people who cannot, we all have big dreams as
100%,
entrepreneur,
yeah.
but also as self-esteem.
Yeah.
And when you're 21, you think you can conquer the world.
100%.
And you don't need anyone.
Exactly.
But when you're 40, do you still think like that?
I think 40 is more like I don't give a shit what anybody thinks anymore. You know what I mean? I do what I want and I'll make it happen. Whether people hate me or not, I couldn't care.
Doesn't matter.
Which back then, you think you know it all, but you make so much mistakes. But you have to also honor those years too, because that's what helped you be 40 also.
Yes.
Right? Those mistakes made you learn, which made you succeed in the future. So there's good years of everything.
What's your family thought when you say the first time you went in your competition at 21 years old? Because
they're all against it. Oh, it's
because
dangerous.
It's not.
Look, it's a very underground world. Obviously, there's supplements
Explain.
involved.
Yes.
Right? You know that. There's natural shows, there's open shows. I went to the open show. It's my
Explain
decision.
to us what's an open show, because
So-
a girl like me
Yeah.
don't understand. What's
Yeah, sorry.
called open?
So an open show is basically taking enhanced supplements, steroids, basically,
Yes.
right? So I mean, there's natural shows like I mentioned before, which you can do nothing. But I wanted always something higher. I always like challenging myself, like I mentioned before. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going all in on this. So I did, and that's obviously it's a healthy approach. But to reach a certain body that I wanted to reach, a certain weight and everything, I wanted to say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So then I did do it. And my parents obviously saw me getting bigger and this and that. They're like, hey, what are you doing, this and that? I told them the truth. I'm like, this and that. They got pissed off. I'm like, it's my life. I do my blood work. I check my stuff, and I want to do this. Nobody's gonna stop me. I don't give a shit.
So you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Are they also in fitness?
Now they are. Very, very funny story, actually. My sister, Paige, she's
so beautiful.
Yeah, she's amazing, sweetheart. So she first started. She was in the restaurant business with my father as well, too. I'm like, hey, you know what? She wanted to start training. I'm like, let me start training you. And her body started changing. I'm like, you know what? Would you want to do a competition maybe one day?
So you don't want to always put trouble in the family?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. So your children, today, if they start trouble, you know where it comes from.
Exactly.
You.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. So yeah, that's how I started with my sister. And basically, she actually won her first show. And then she loved fitness. I'm like, you know what? Go get certified. I'm like, start working together. Come with me. You know what I mean? I'll teach you everything. And she did. And today, obviously, super busy. She's 48, crazy, fantastic shape. She takes care of
She's
herself.
beautiful.
She inspires women, motivates them. She's doing good. And then I have my brother,
Yes.
which was a couch potato, drinking cigarettes, nothing.
I saw him
Yeah,
compete.
he had a gut like insane. Like didn't take care of himself. Drinking Coke, beers, whatever.
What's his name?
Tasso.
Tasso, sorry. Your brother loves you.
I do. Yeah. So I'm like, and then he wanted to work at the gym too, right? He wanted to leave the restaurant businesses too. So I literally took everybody with me.
Your father felt hard.
Yeah. Well, he sold everything after.
Okay, no choice.
So no choice, exactly. So he knew that was going to come too. I mean, at the end of the day, I left it a long time ago, and thank God I even look back at it because I never loved it. You know what I mean? It was just a paycheck I was getting. That's how I looked at it. I was never in love with it. But anyways, so yeah, 1 year later, my brother, crazy transformation, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't you do a show too? And he did, and he got first place also. So all this to say, family of champions.
Yes.
But it's more the one thing I have to thank my father is more for the work ethic. That's the business mentality he has. It's like
Wake
you do
up
whatever
early,
it takes.
go
Wake
to
up
work.
early, go to work, and get it done.
Do it yourself.
And I do that in everything, in every aspect, right? Whether
You
it's
do?
in business, my what's fitness, relationships, everything. I always give my all. That time, I don't give anything halfway.
So you're 100%.
always.
Always.
It's demanding, but I like it.
Yes. Don't you put pressure on yourself?
Well, I don't even call it pressure anymore. It's just the way of life. I hate losing, and I always like to succeed. So, is there pressure? Well, there's competition everywhere, right? There's so many trainers out there. But I mean, I'm doing pretty good right now. I have 10
saw your
trainers
gym.
under me. Yeah.
I want to say your gym is beautiful.
Thank you.
Really, really.
Yeah.
It's elite.
Yeah.
Do you have plan to have more gyms?
Yes.
How many?
So,
Let's
actually,
do the scoop now.
Yeah. So the scoop is, well, next year I have a big project. So right now we're working on it. It's not dotted out right now.
So if we talk about it, it will happen. What's
Yes.
the project?
So it's going to be a 30,000 square foot gym.
Yes.
Luxurious, something that's going to be basically state of the art. And what comes inside with the memberships and everything is nobody in Montreal has this. And I
So
am
what
saying it
would
from
you
now,
have?
I am going to make a lot of noise.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what is it that we don't have?
So we are going to have inside the cryotherapy machines. I will
Yes.
have the hyperbaric chamber inside too. So all this for rejuvenation, recovery. So I think it's super important.
It is.
All customized machines, which a lot of places in the States have it that we don't have here. So a lot of ideas from everywhere that I'm picking and choosing that I want to put in one facility. We're going to have even barbershop inside. I'm going to have a spa for sure. We're going to have a daycare center for the moms that are super busy, that they want to drop the kids, they want to train. So
Because that's the biggest excuse.
Yeah,
I have children.
It's. I mean, look, a certain age, it's hard, but it's also excuse. You can always find ways, for sure.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a little daycare center. Now it's going to be your excuse, right? Because I want to help. I mean, I know so many women out there, and they truly do want to come and train, but they don't have time because they don't have much help either. I get it. When they have a little 3-4-year-old, what are you going to do, right?
I don't believe what you say. When you want something in life,
I guess I have a
you
soft
do.
heart for that.
Yeah,
soft
I
spot.
don't.
Yeah.
When you want something, you go and get
you
it.
find a way. But you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, you make it happen. You find a way.
You have
I just
to.
have a soft spot for
Good for
that.
them,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah.
Go and get what you want.
100%.
Nobody can give you fitness.
No, 100%.
Nobody can give you health.
No,
And
you got to
if-
bust your ass for that. For
And
sure.
you know what? You're not rich if you don't have your health.
Yeah, 100%. You can
And-
make as much as you want, but if you're not healthy,
You are nothing.
you're not enjoying life.
You
Exactly.
are nothing. And
Yeah.
I can say it because I'm sick. And I can tell you I have disease, lupus and Crohn's disease.
You
and
told me that it was crazy. It's
You
insane.
have nothing if you don't have your health.
right.
Because
You're
the
100%
morning you cannot get up,
Yeah.
you can do nothing. There's nobody who can give you your health.
Yeah.
You can give yourself. So I think it's great what you do.
Thank you.
But what happened
Yeah.
at the second competition? Why did you go back a second time?
Well, it was more like it was the itch. I liked it. I liked that look. I liked that. I guess, I was really skinny when I was younger too.
Mm-hmm.
So that maybe also drove me to be bigger and muscle. And I liked that feeling. And then I was getting even more popular and busier, and more clients were coming. I'm like, hey, this is actually working pretty well too. So it's like marketing for myself too, right? Well, look at his body. He must know what he's doing.
Yes.
And I just continued, pursued it. Second competition, third. I went all the way to 6 shows. And
Always back to back?
no, I had like a 2-year break. And one of them, I had a 4-year break, another one. And then my last one was basically 2017, which was in Edmonton. That was a hard one. That one there, I got 9 out of 18. Yeah, that was a very tough one. But I was
Are you
out of
serious?
Canada, though. That was out of Canada. which
Why
is
are
pretty
you
good.
putting this so hard? I mean,
It is. I hate losing. That's why.
Okay.
It was one of my. It was only 2 shows in my life that I lost, and it pissed me off. But whatever.
did you really lost?
Well, not really. Cause I still stepped on stage, but I did lose because I didn't get it what I wanted. I like being first.
For
place.
you, number one
Is the only way.
all the way or no way.
Exactly. So that's why I have to sort of get myself back on that one. So 7 years later, which would be next year, 2024, even with the mix of the new project, I put it on myself and I'm gonna do it.
You're doing it.
Yes.
2024, where?
2024. So it's gonna be the first one in Montreal. It's a Mimi Cape show, and then it's gonna be in Toronto 1 month after for the national show, which that's the one that I lost badly in, which I want to get back.
And this
So it's
will
like
be
a
the
little
end?
redemption, yeah.
Do you think it's going to be the end?
I'm not gonna say the end. I don't know. I'm in it and I'm loving it again so far. So I just started right now. It's been a month prepping, and I miss it. So I like it. So
What made you decide to go back?
my kids.
Why?
Well, my daughter was 2017, which was basically 6 years ago from today. She was a bit young. She didn't really remember. So I showed her a picture. She's like, Dad, you should do it again. And my son plays in competitive hockey. Great player, by the way. I push him hard and he
How
loves
old?
it too. He's 12. He plays for Pee-wee AAA hockey, but besides this, he's like, Dad, you could do this. So I have my kid's mentality. Like I pushed him, like guys work hard in life. So I kind of have to back it up now too, right? I can't really tell them, oh, Daddy tried and he quit. That's a bad example to them.
Absolutely.
So besides business, see me working hard, I want to show them that everything is possible once you put your mind to it. So they're going to be living through this, and now they're old enough to understand. So that's going to be the fun part.
When Nico has a failure, what happened?
Well,
What do you do?
I regroup and I just tell myself, what can I do that's better to get myself back on track and doing what's right? So I find the mistake and I try and fix it.
Okay, that's a good answer
yeah.
to my question, but it's not that. What happened when you have failure?
Oh, when I lose?
When you lose.
Anger.
Good
Yeah.
answer.
Anger.
How? What do you do? For how long? I have so many questions because
I mean-
now that I know your ego is so big and you're number one on everything
Yeah,
you touch,
yeah.
what happened?
Well, I mean, I'm very hard on myself. I just, not give myself shit, but yeah, I talk to myself a bit.
But what happened? How do you react? Do you become quiet?
Yeah,
do
I
you
become quiet.
very
Yeah,
angry?
I become quiet.
Do
yeah.
you eat whatever comes by?
No, the food wise, I never had an issue with that. I'm always eating clean. That's fine.
You go shopping? What do you do?
Yeah, I just 2-3 days by myself. I don't want anybody bothering me, and I just soak it up and I get back on it, and that's it. I just change the page. I'll get back at it. So I don't quit. So, but I like having silence. I don't like people saying, "Oh, it's okay. It happens." I hate that. I hate it when somebody tells me it's
Exactly
fine.
like me.
You're still participating. I'm like, what?
I don't want to hear that.
I'm like, I busted my ass to participate only. Nah. I'm like,
I buy a picture of myself. I put it on
yeah,
stage.
exactly. No, the whole point is to win. You want to, whatever you do in life, you got to chase the biggest thing. Whether it's on stage is first place, whether it's business being the best gym in Montreal, whether it's I want to be the best.
Why? Is it that your father was like that? Your mother? Where did you get this from? Who's your mentor?
Honestly, I follow this guy, Patrick Bet-David. He's amazing. I freaking love this guy. And he's always like been somebody how I looked up to like in business wise and also the go-getter and motivation. So that kind of helped out watching his videos too. But in a sense that I think that's what's in the person, right? It's either you have it or you don't. And I always like being like winning. And my son's that way. He's extremely, he gets it after me 100% because I always feed him that, right? So, I mean, I guess that's more on myself where I believe in myself and I know I can do it.
What happened in the house when you have failure for yourself in business or whatever? What happened to the intern of the house? Where do you go to? To your wife?
Well, my wife for sure. She always tries to to calm me down, this and that, which it does help. But she knows. She knows when something happens, she just leaves me alone. So I'm in myself. I'm in my little office in my house. I get myself all regrouped up, as we say, and that's it. I just go on my next day.
Would you go harder on your client the day after to train harder? Because, when you lose at something,
to get frustrated on somebody, never.
Not frustrated, but like say, okay, I didn't do it, but I know you can do this.
Oh, you know
Push
what?
harder.
That's actually funny when you say it that way. It's actually true. You know what? That's actually funny. You actually nailed it.
You're going to do it.
So when we're going through, you actually know. It's like, oh my God, you killed me today. I'm like, holy,
Good.
now that you remind me of this.
This is what you do.
Yeah, it's true.
It's perfect.
And then they tell me, and it's funny, they tell me, did you have a good day yesterday? I'm like, not really.
Exactly. So that's what you do. That's why you're elite.
Yeah, I
that's
guess so.
why.
That's so true though, eh? Wow.
But it's okay. Don't never stop doing this.
That's pretty good, actually. I never noticed that.
For real?
That just naturally, I mean, as if you nailed it, what I did, and it's true.
I have a new way to do it, maybe because I'm much older than you. I go in and I say, today I had a very bad morning, so please be careful of everybody. And I warn everybody.
And everybody backs away.
No, because I say it to myself, but it took me years to do this. I just started like the last 6 months, so it takes a while before you get it. You don't know where it comes in trigger, but you feel that you're not good enough, but it's not true. You are fantastic.
100%.
And you need to have failure to be successful.
Exactly, 100%. That's proven fact.
If you don't.
It's impossible to be perfect all the way to your life. Everybody's failed.
Yes.
You look at Elon Musk. You look at all these stories. That's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of the journey of the entrepreneur or anything you do in life.
What's your biggest failure in entrepreneurial?
Failure of all time?
Not your competition, though. An entrepreneurial.
Biggest failure.
Yours.
I wish I would have gone bigger the first time opening the gym.
Oh, it's not your first gym.
No, because before that, I rented a gym from Powerflex. So I was renting a place. I was kind of like paying rent to have my place. Then I opened the gym here. But I undershot myself. I didn't see. I was scared. That's the worst thing you do.
Scared is the worst.
Scared will actually shoot you down, and it won't make you progress. I should have listened to my gut instinct when I first got it. It was a good size. It's 7,000 square feet for a private gym. I mean, just for personal training, I have 10 trainers, right? I started with 1, and I came to 10. And coming out of this new place, I had 6, and I got 4 more within the past year and a half. But yeah, I wish it would have been bigger, and that's why my next project is. I'm going all out.
But maybe you needed to go like this and be scared of your scared.
I guess.
Be scared of yourself.
Yeah, to be.
So you're safe.
But that's not good, though.
You don't
know what
think
I mean?
so?
No, I mean, if you really believe in yourself in a sense where playing it too safe, you got to take risks in life, right?
Nico, please. Are you serious right now? You have 2 business. One, it's called Big Daddy Fitness. And the second one, it's called Big Daddy Cuisine.
That's right.
You didn't like restaurant and you opened a Big Daddy Cuisine.
Yeah, I partnered
Are
there.
you okay?
But I'm not cooking, though. Yeah. That's my cuisine company is doing really well, too.
You see how life got you?
Yeah, it's funny.
Life got you, honey.
Yeah, he's like, you left it, well, you came back.
You're going to get back in cuisine.
Yeah, but I'm not cooking, though. That's not happening.
No, but I mean, you are still what your father teach you.
For sure. It's true.
It's what your father teach you.
Yeah, you're right.
So your father has a big plus in this.
He does, though. He does. Honestly, though, the truth is, like I mentioned before, work ethic wise, even though like when I left the restaurant, we barely spoke for a year almost. He was angry with me.
Oh, your mother must have been
my mom was calling me every day.
I
always talk to my mom. My mom's my angel.
She's the one who tried to,
exactly.
Please talk to him.
Exactly. And then once I opened up my own place, my dad was in awe with me again. Okay. Calling me every day, how's it going? How's the family? How's the kids? he's proud of me, I guess.
He's always there. I
But
saw your parents.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah.
What that mean today at 40 years old to know that you can still see as big as when you were 21?
How do I look at it today?
Yes. At 21, your success.
Oh yeah, well,
And now you're
it was just a dream, right? And now that I'm in it, I'm happy, but I'm never satisfied. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does.
You know, so
Yes, I understand.
yeah, so
It's never big enough.
I do love though the fact that, you know what I mean, like I have a beautiful team at the gym, everything is going well, so I love seeing it. So I'm happy, but at the same time, like I said, I always want more. So that's why it's like I don't know, I just can't stop.
What's the limit of you to stop it? What would you risk? To where would you go? Your house, your home, your wife, your family, to get to your goal. What would you risk? Where is the limit? Do you understand what I mean?
Well, family is one thing, that's for sure. That's with my kids and my wife. If something would happen to that to get there, I mean, I know a lot of people would say, "Oh no, you go for business." That's where I draw the line, though. But you know what? Like I mentioned before, everybody's so supportive that it won't even happen.
Okay, but what happens if it does happen?
If it does, I'm gonna have
and
to.
The wife said to you, "Nico, I'm sorry, I'm getting tired."
Yeah, we're working too much and that. Well,
because it's happening, I'm sure.
I'm pretty busy, yeah.
So what happened if she say that to you? Would you back off?
Oof, that's a tough one now again. Honestly.
What do you mean it's tough? It's a normal question. We're in a podcast.
Yeah,
we talk about you as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I mean, look, I always want to chase the biggest mountain, right, to get to where I want to get to in the fitness industry, obviously. But when it does come to family, yeah, that's where it's going to...
But if she said no?
She can't, though. She wouldn't.
But if she does?
Shit. Oh, man. That puts me in a hard situation right now.
It's not a bad thing. You can't say you... Would you postpone?
I would pause it.
Good.
I wouldn't stop it. I would pause it, yeah.
Good.
Because it's going to be back in my head, and she'll see that, and she knows how I am. So it's like the competition I'm doing right now, right?
Exactly.
She didn't really want me doing it.
Okay.
Because she's been through all my competitions, and it's rough. It's not easy, obviously, right? You know, tired, cranky, this and that. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of stress, obviously. But she knows me. And then especially when she told me, okay, babe, you're going to do this. Let's kick some ass. When she gives me that green light type of thing, my body just flips a switch.
So how did you tell her that you wanted to do this? And she
put it
said
on the
no.
kids.
What?
I'm like Bella and Kirk wants me to do it. No, but she always knows how to do it because she knows I have a lot on my plate with the businesses, the two businesses, running everything, this and that. But she's like she knows I can go through with it. She knows I'm pretty
first
tough.
she said no.
Yeah, because she knows I'm overwhelmed already with being so busy.
So what happened? Did you push harder to do it?
I was still training, and then she just looks at me. She's like, "Babe, just do it." She's like, "I know you want to do it."
How long have you been with her?
18 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is you go-to.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong?
Yeah, she's been there from day one. Bad times and good times.
Do you train a lot of people in private?
When I first started, I was doing 12 to 13 people a day, which was very demanding because I wanted to get my name out there. Then I started bringing trainers with me, you know what I mean? So I made a bigger team so I can start delegating and working more, obviously, on expanding the business. Mm-hmm. And till today, I have, we're at 324 members in the gym.
What does it take to be one of the members?
We do a consultation, right? And then I get the vibe off the person. If they're serious and they really want it, it's hard to explain. I guess 22 years I'm in the fitness industry, right? So I know right away when somebody really wants it. And that's when I say, okay, I can help you out and I can make it happen. So
but what happened to people who, because we say in business, we don't have emotion. Yeah. You know that? A real business person do not deal with emotion. It's yes or no.
Exactly.
The bank doesn't have emotion.
100%.
So you are in a world where you're dealing with emotion.
100%.
How do you deal with this woman or this man? Yeah. Of course, I talk always at woman because I'm a woman.
Yeah, men or women, both.
Who comes in and they really want to do it.
Yeah.
But you know inside that they won't come to the third session.
Well, I give them a test first.
How?
So I call it the 60-day rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have rules.
Yeah. Well, to myself, yeah.
Okay.
So then
Let's hear your rules.
So I give them a meal plan. I do the follow-ups every 2 weeks for measurements with their weight and body fat tests. I set them up with their trainings with one of my trainers, so it's best suited for that person's goals. And then I see. And then if I hear an excuse 2 weeks, I don't say anything. I readjust the meal plan. I'm like, I try to give them a little motivation. I keep on pushing because I really want them to succeed. That's my job. I love helping people change
But
their
we're
life.
talking about normal people like me who goes in your gym, who doesn't want the
100%.
planned meal and all this. Can we just don't have the planned meal? Because we all know they're cheating.
So you're talking about somebody who just wants to train for the fun of it?
Not the fun of it. The lady who's like, a girl like me who has a job and say, okay, I'm going to start training twice a week because, my girlfriend trains there. Do I have to have a plan and follow the eating? And
Well, ideally, because it all depends what mentality you're going into. Like if you're going in the mentality where I want to reach a certain goal and you're complaining about it, yes, you are. And if you don't want to, I'm not taking you then. Because at the end of the day, it's my reputation, right?
Yes.
If you look the same for the past 2-3 months, they're not going to blame themselves. They're going to blame a trainer.
Of course.
It's always like that.
Of course,
Just like
the client
in sports,
is always right.
Who gets fired first in sports? The coach, never the athletes. That's how it works.
Yes.
So they're going to blame things on me, even though they didn't follow anything. And that's, for me, I learned that as I was getting busier. I'm like, you know what? I have a reputation, and I know I'm good at what I do. I have over 400 transformations. I know
How
I'm good.
many?
Over 400.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've done this way too long. So somebody lying to me or anything like towards like that, I find disrespectful on my end. So I
feel that it would not go well with you here. You will, whoops, it's going to go fast. No matter how much is it. The money, it doesn't matter.
At that point, it doesn't matter.
No.
It's more of, it feels like I failed somebody, right? And if they don't want to push themselves and let me help them and push, then I don't want that. There's no place for that. It's like being a loser.
So you're somebody who's very transparent and you don't like lies.
I've made some people cry in the office.
No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The lies, no. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Tell me you can.
Exactly.
You went out all
I'd rather
night.
that, and I can help you work around it, versus saying, I understand. I followed everything. And then you see an Instagram post and having a cookie or having beers or going out with their friends.
To 5 a.m.
Yeah. I'm like, you didn't tell me that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I'd rather somebody being honest with me. And even if they're progressing slowly, I'm fine with that because you're still progressing. You don't have to be I had transformations 120 pounds. I have transformations slowly, but they're getting there. I don't mind. But just don't lie. And as long as we're seeing good progress, I'm happy with that. But if I see you're stuck 2-3 months, the same look, hey, what's going on here?
So honesty is a big part of you as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, it's a relationship.
Yes.
It's what it is. Especially in my industry, especially training people and keeping them accountable, you have to be honest with your trainer.
I could never do your job. I can tell you right now.
He would.
After the second lie, I was saying, are you kidding me? Out. Here's your money. Back. You got to get out.
That's already happened, though.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I would get so upset.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I've already done it a couple of times because I got really angry because it's always the same story. And I'm like, you know what? And I know what's happening. I know the guy's friends too. Is one of them. I'm not gonna say the name, but anyways, he probably knows who it is when he sees this. I show him, I'm like, get out of the gym. Here's your money back. Get out. I don't want to see you here anymore. I'm like, when you're ready, come and see me. Drop the 40 pounds that we asked for that was supposed to be 5 months ago and come and see me.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's your reputation.
Yeah,
you work hard to
Yeah.
be who you are.
100%.
And it took years to be able to survive.
Yeah. Yeah. And believe me, it was rough. When I told you I had to sell my house and live in a little apartment with 2 little kids, it was rough.
And today, is it okay?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
You're good enough for the 2 big ones?
That's a lot of time consuming. It's a lot of more shows.
Are you pro?
No, but it takes too much time to get there.
Oh my God, I'm shocked.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's, what it is. Being pro, you have to do at least like so many shows a year and then everything revolves there. So you don't have much time for business. So yes, my background was first starting bodybuilding, but I'm more into the fitness world of helping people reach their goals. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I do because it's my passion. But I'm not going to put myself all in there just to get a piece of paper so I can compete and get a $10,000 check.
It's only $10,000?
And if you're lucky, maybe even $2,000 sometimes. Yeah, it's honestly, for what they go through, it's a joke.
My God.
The bodybuilding industry, from supplements, the food, the training, to your time sacrificing, what
and
you
their
get.
looks.
Oh, everything.
For women, it's terrible.
You're literally broke. Every bodybuilder is broke.
Even for women, it's hard for women.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But what's fun about it is you get to reach your body to the next level. That's what I love. I like that challenge, that part. But what my passion is to help people like change their lives. And I've done it so many times. And for me, that's the best part because especially when they remember me, Nick helped me reach how I look today. I'm always going to be in their heads.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
You like the
I
therapist.
love helping people.
You're like the therapist.
Yeah, well, straight out. Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
you are. Because I'm sure you hear all what they did, why
Of
they
course.
cannot. And when they get confident.
Yeah, and then we have like a closer relationship talk.
Because I feel that in that world, and maybe I'm wrong, the judgment.
Yeah.
They feel they got judged. That's why they have to compete to be the best of version of themselves.
Yeah, competition, there's a lot about that. It's
Judgment.
It's a lot of also, showing off in what sense? Like, a lot of guys are like, or girls or guys really high on themselves, right?
Do you think somewhere it comes from the background of your childhood when you don't have enough, you're small or people, they were laughing at you,
when I first started,
at you?
I was never getting laughed at because I did martial arts all my life, so I can kick some ass.
I know.
But
you play hockey also.
Yeah, I played hockey. Yes,
Still do?
No, well, not for the fun. Yeah, with my buddies on Monday nights there, but that's just for the fun.
I wouldn't play against you after a bad day.
Yeah, that's true though.
Oh, they see God!
It too. Yeah, so I mean,
do you feel that people get there sometimes for a recognition because they were?
They do for confidence.
Yeah,
100%. And you know what? It's good and bad. If that's one approach to help you build confidence, go for it. Why not? Some people do it by buying nice clothes. Mm-hmm. Some people do it by nice cars. Oh, look what I'm driving. I get more respect. I don't look at it that way. I do things for myself.
But some of your athlete does.
For sure. You see it.
So do you have athlete that you train to become?
Yeah. Actually, I have one of my, he's a trainer at my gym right now, Mo. He's a great physique and he wants to get his pro card, but that's his passion. He loves bodybuilding. So it wasn't even a complex. He just, the way I love fitness and business and gyms, this and that, he loves bodybuilding.
So they pay you or they hire you?
Yeah, exactly. They hire me. So then I train them. I give them plans. I give them protocols on what to do from food, supplements, and everything. And then I get them ready for the show. So
how does it work? Explain to me.
Yeah. So then we look at the dates, which show we're aiming for. So then we say, okay, you look like this. We need approximately, let's say, 7 months, 8 months, 5 months, depending where you are, what show it is. Okay, we're getting this show. Start with the foods. Every week, it's a check-in. See a person, body fat, look at the person's body. I adjust the food. Then you look at the supplements, what to take, right? To get bigger, leaner.
But they don't take any fake supplement? Or?
The steroids.
Steroids.
This is the open ones, obviously.
Okay.
But this is the open shows. I mean, when you look at guys at 280 pounds on stage, you know it's not from creatine.
No, I know.
Or from broccoli.
Yeah,
Let's face it. Right. So, but again, it's their choice. I don't judge anybody. At the end of the day, they're not harming anybody.
But you support them to make sure they help you when they get there.
They have a private doctor they go to, and then after that they do their blood work. If everything is like obviously on point, it's good. As long as you're doing everything carefully, right? That's how pros do it, right? If you're doing carefully, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I'm not going to encourage it. But in that sport, to be the best and to be big, you need that.
Is it dangerous? You think at one point that they lose control?
There's an addiction involved.
It is?
For sure.
Okay.
Like any drug out there, right? Because like you don't want to get off it because you feel strong, you feel you feel like so good, right? But you got to have a brain on your shoulder. So sometimes I would see people come to me for these type of events like they want to do in bodybuilding, and I would refuse them. I see their character. I'm like, no, I'm too busy. I'm not taking you. I can't tell them straight because they would take it very personal.
Really?
So I'd be very careful. Yeah, because they might try and taint your name, which I don't give a shit. But at the same time, I don't want any problems. I don't want to. So I tell them, you know what? Right now I'm very busy. I'm not taking any more clients for
Let's put this situation.
Yeah.
You train me.
Right.
I'm going to the pro.
Right.
Whatever. I'm almost there. I listen. I go to bed when you tell me. I do everything.
Exactly.
And I don't win.
Yeah.
You are the kind of person, #1 trainer, who have no failure. What do you say to the person who just didn't win on stage?
I pushed him. I motivate them and say, we're going for the next one. So if they say, oh, I don't know about the next one, off the bat, I'm like, no problem. And then I stop right there. They try to communicate back to me, I don't reach out back. Because for me, you're a loser. I'll say it straight. I hate people, especially saying that, oh, I don't know if I want to do it because they lost. That's the main reason. If you win, you don't stop. And that's the facts. Mm-hmm. I've seen it happen because I've seen the same person compete. They win first place. Second show, they got third place and they got pissed off. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm okay. That's fine. There's always somebody always out better than you, right?
Always.
But you got to push yourself if you want to be the best. That's how it works, right? You can't just quit and let it out. So I saw that. And off the bat, I think a couple of months later, I was like 8 months later, this particular athlete tried to contact me back. He's like, oh, I might be doing another one. I'm like, no, I'm not taking you back.
But because you are so sure of yourself in life at all areas,
everything,
how do you feel for that person who say, I lost, let's say I lost, and you're going to say, okay, we go back, and I say, okay. But inside of you, how do you feel?
I feel bad.
Do you?
I take their pain.
You do?
Yeah, and you can ask even from my athletes, even because I train, I put some of my trainers into shows too, and they won a lot. Last show we cleaned house.
Yeah.
That's where actually I got this.
Yes.
That show right there. Anyways, so there's other shows too we've done, and they feel it off me. So when they lose, I get very sad on them, angry because I hate losing, but sad because I feel for them. So it depends when I talk to them and how they reply back to me, that's how I take it. If they're positive, saying it's okay, man, the next one I'm going to train harder and push it. Love it. Let's fucking kill it.
So Nico sad is what? Not Nico angry. Nico sad.
Nico sad is very quiet. Quiet, doesn't want to talk to anybody. Just leave me alone.
Okay.
Give me at least 2 days to
Again, the 2-3 days.
Yeah, that's my thing.
So now we know. Do not come near you.
People know me. If I'm in my office doing programs and I have my chain on the door and everything is closed up, don't bother me. That's how I am.
Tell me, what time do you wake up?
5:30 around there, yeah.
What time is your first client?
First client's normally at 7 or 8. So I like wake up in the morning. I do my emails just to make sure I get everything done.
From home?
Yeah, from home. And then I get myself up, go to work early, make myself my breakfast at work, ready to start my day. And then I train certain people. I always have a structure. I do my same. If I'm somebody that gets shoot me, I'll be the easiest person to shoot. I have the same structure every day.
Yeah.
So
discipline.
Yeah, that's how I am, and that's how I've been from day one.
That's why you are a successful man.
Yeah, and I find it works. I cannot do wake up this time, wake up that time. I'm like this from day one. So I train my clients. I do my programs. I give my slot where I train myself. I presume my day, make sure everything's good in the gym. Go home.
How many people do you train a day?
I don't do more than 5-6 because I do new consultations every day with clients and checkups. So I have to have some free space time. Because obviously now, before I used to be just a trainer, now I'm a gym owner as well. So I gotta...
Are you good on giving space to other people to grow?
To help my team grow?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yes.
I believe in that because you can only get so far by yourself. You always need a strong team next to you to build. And honestly, I have a great team. And that's why I can't wait for the next project.
How do you pick your team member?
They train me.
Okay. So I'm never going to be part of your team.
So yeah, it's actually, a lot of them I knew already, but then I would tell them, okay, train me. So I would purposely screw up some exercise, see if they correct me. Right? If you can do good with me, you're for sure going to do with my clients, right? And then I see the character too. If I see you're very happy, energetic, I love that. If I see you're a deadbeat, you're not part of the team. You look at every one of my members, they're high energy, they look good. Because you have to obviously look the part.
You have to look
right?
the part.
You're not going to go to a Porsche dealership and the guy's driving a Honda. I mean, it
doesn't work.
You have to look the part. You have to know your stuff.
I learned this a long time ago.
Yeah,
I played the part.
And that's how it works. And that's why, honestly, from all my members, with my trainers, everybody's happy because they know what they're doing and they love what they do. You can see it.
But how do you pick them if you don't know them? A stranger, would you hire a stranger?
Well, I also if I have a good feeling, I make a couple of mistakes and I throw them out right away.
Okay.
It took 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I see how they are with clients. I keep an eye out, right? So I see when they train them, what's he doing? Is he being energetic? Is he looking at his phone sometimes? That pisses me off. I see that. Holy shit.
On the phone?
Holy crap.
What do you mean?
If a trainer's training a client and I see them, unless it's an emergency, that's not acceptable.
That's so not appropriate.
Yeah. Unless it's an emergency.
For the client.
Yeah. Unless it's an emergency, oh, sorry, tell the client. They understand, obviously. But honestly, at our gym, we're good with that because everybody's on point. Can't complain about that. But so you see about the person's character, and you have a good vibe. You know what I mean?
An elite gym like yours, it's a little community.
Yes, exactly.
So they all know each other.
Exactly.
It's from mouth to ears.
Exactly. Transformation. This person, that person. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So at one point, they all know each other.
Exactly.
So it's like a really big gossip area.
Yeah,
because they talk instead of lifting.
Honestly, not in that gym though.
No?
No, it's a serious gym.
Why is yours different?
Because that's my motto. I guess it reflects off me. So my gym I'm serious when I train, and my gym is serious when people train. I give that image. When I walk in the gym,
confidence.
Everybody's pushing. You feel it.
They're scared.
Not only that,
they run.
They feel that they're pushing. Oh, he's coming. Me push harder. I love that. And I always encourage every single member. I'm like, let's go push. I'm around. I always give a vibe, give that. And you know what? And that's the same mentality that throughout all the trainers in the gym that I have right now working with me, that's the mindset that I want. We do our team meetings once a month to make sure everything is, everybody's on the same page. And that's how I work. And honestly, when you go in that gym, you're not gonna see anybody texting on the bench. Not gonna happen. Everybody's working, they're sweating, they're getting their groove on, and then they leave. So it's actually, I've been in gyms. I call them box gyms. Box gyms are like, World Gym, Econo Fitness, all these gyms, right? Nothing against them, but they're box gyms. Anybody goes there. My gym is a private gym. I select my members. So whoever's inside, they push. They're good people, smart people. Like you see, it's people that like I like it. It's my crowd.
It must have been scary to start an elite private gym because
I did it through
4 or
COVID.
5 people, and you say, "Oh my God, are they gonna come?"
Yeah.
You have fear inside as an entrepreneur.
There's always fear in every business. Are you gonna be busy? Are they gonna leave or whatever? But in every business. But that's, you know what? I guess everybody's built for. Some people want to be employees. Some people want to be entrepreneurs, and that's how I look at it.
I love entrepreneur, and I can say that I love adrenaline.
100%.
I love to scare myself.
Yes,
I love to
but
push.
that keeps you sharp.
You think?
100%. Because if you're too comfortable, business starts dipping. If you always have that fear and you want to keep everything high, it's not always be working because you want more and you're always like on the ball. As soon as you start letting go of the gas.
When did you decide to open the big project now?
For my next year's project?
Yes.
Literally, it's been almost 2 years. I'm at the place right now, 1.5 years. Imagine. And now I'm already thinking. 4 months ago.
Why? You were bored?
I was bored, yeah. Bored, that, and also...
No, but it's true.
Also, I'm looking at the gyms out there, and I'm fed up on what I'm seeing. And I know what I can do.
Are you going to be able to be elite and private there too?
I'll guarantee that.
Why?
Because I'm the best.
But how are you going to do it?
I have my blueprint, let's call it.
Do you believe in that?
100%.
Do you have a plan for everything?
Everything.
So you have two kind of entrepreneur. You have the hustler who has no choice from day one. When they were a child, they have to make it. And they learn to be always on the go because they don't know how to do otherwise. And you have the entrepreneur who had their family and they have to be better or at the equivalent of their parents. That's what you choose. Well, but you have a plan. Like I never had a plan and I succeed. Yeah. But some people have really a plan. Everything is mapped.
Everything is like from how I want the gym to be, what type of plans, everything from A to Z.
Did you write it down or it's in your head?
I write everything down. I constantly, my wife's, you can ask my wife, I constantly always write. I never stop. Until we have phones, right? But I'm so old school with that. I just find writing it makes me relax. And it makes me remember. I put the title and I write it down. I have like five books filled up. I should have brought them actually.
Yes, next time. You're going to come back.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you plan everything. I don't know how to do it.
I'm like that or else I can't sleep.
I'm the kind of person as an entrepreneur, I see something in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a podcast because I have a lot of entrepreneurs around me and that's my passion.
Yeah.
I have a lot of enterprise also. So for me, it's normal.
Yeah.
And I just pick up and say, okay, I'm going to call these people. I want to know how they think so I can learn from them.
Right.
Some people are asking me, did you write everything? I was like, no, I just thought about it. You are the one who writes everything.
Like it's in my head, but I have to write it or else I'm not going to sleep. That's the problem with me. Yeah, it's always going to be circling in my head. I've done so many sleepless nights. It's just thinking about, okay, I have to have this. I can't forget that. It's like, and I'm just turning. And I'm like, okay. I start going downstairs, I go in the basement. My office is there.
Are you a work addict?
I'm sorry?
Are you a work addict?
Yeah. Without
that, what would you do?
Oof. I don't know. Good question. That's all I've done all my life.
If you don't work tomorrow, I take away everything I give you. I see anything.
You take away my business phone and everything?
Everything. I give you 300,000 billion. And I see you don't need to work anymore. What do you do?
I couldn't do that. As cliche as it sounds, I want to do it myself. I want to succeed everything myself. Even my father opened up a new place. I didn't ask for a penny. And my father had business. He sold his businesses.
But you have the money. Let's say I give you all the money is no zero, infinity.
And I can't work.
Yeah.
Can't.
It's inside of you.
Yeah, I'm going to go crazy.
You will find something
I'm fidgety.
else.
I'm a person that's very to move around. Even right now, it's like I'm always moving. I can't and do nothing. I'm going to go crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
So for you,
I don't know if it's a problem.
No, it's not.
But that's
no, you're a real entrepreneur.
Yeah, I just can't.
It's not about the money anymore.
No.
It's about the passion, success.
Exactly.
And then the success will bring you the money.
Exactly. That's why I say when you love something, it's always going to work out as long as you put your 100% your work in it.
You have to.
So I don't look at the dollar sign at the end of the day. I don't, because at the end of the day, there's so many people out there that make so much more money, right? But
are they happy?
Exactly. So I like having everything, like whether in my family, whether in my business, everything, I always give my all because I want everything to be perfect. Obviously, nothing's perfect, but that's how I am. Always push, push, push.
So your next gym,
yeah,
the big one,
yes.
When is it going to be?
I'm aiming for 2024, next year.
Okay. Yeah. So your team you have presently, are they going to go to the big gym?
100%.
So what are you going to do with the small one?
I'm figuring out right now. That's why everything is in a mix. I have to calculate everything.
Are you going to keep it?
I'm thinking of it.
Because some people don't like big.
Yeah.
Some people are very VIP.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I do what I want to do. If they love me, they're going to follow me.
They will.
So.
But yeah. you don't want to, you want to close one to open a bigger one, or you want to keep everything?
No, that I haven't decided on that yet because I have another project maybe that I'm going to go through.
Which one?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So I have a lot of athletes too that I train.
Yes.
So that could be a facility only for athletes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good move.
So I have a lot of hockey players. I train a lot of soccer players.
Good move, Nico.
So I gotta see what all the options are, and I have to see also time consuming wise. And
you have to go back and forth.
Yeah. So that's why I have to see what I can do and how I can. But I have a strong team, and that's how you grow. Mm-hmm. You need a lot of hands to make a big businesses.
Yes.
So I haven't closed that part yet. What I'm gonna do, but
I think it's a great idea. If I were you, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Are you able to stop training private VIP client and just train your athlete?
Well,
would you do that?
No, because I like training people that want to achieve. Even if it's a 50-pound weight loss, people are like, oh, it's boring. No,
they
not for me.
teach you things.
Yeah,
too.
I love it. You know why? Because again, a competition is easy. I give you a date. We're training for it. You're gonna follow it. A lifestyle person, they have their life. They have their work. They get fired. They get this.
Parents die.
There's so much. Exactly.
They're sad.
So for me, that's a bigger challenge, and I feel more accomplished by helping people more a lifestyle person versus an athlete. An athlete is fun; it's easy. They know
you're very emotional.
Yeah, I do.
A big guy with a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
That's why you're so soft spot for them.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't show because you have so much discipline.
Yeah.
But it's a compliment because you can feel their pain.
Well, you know what? That's why there's so many trainers out there in the fitness industry, but that's what's missing, the passion. That's what's missing.
Well, if you have no passion, you never succeed.
A lot of people just do it for the dollar sign. I train X amount of people.
They don't last.
And you see, exactly, they don't. And they see the clients that come to me, I came from this trainer, this and this trainer, they're all telling the same story.
Yes, because they don't have the passion. And the passion doesn't have success.
Exactly.
If you have no passion, nobody will talk about you.
It's going to die out sooner or later.
You're never the good one. If you just do it to do it.
No, people see it in your face too. Every time I train, I'm always a smile on my face. When I train somebody, I'm always like pushing on my face. I love it. You know what I mean? So they see it.
Who's the person that you train who mark you the most in your life?
Which client have I trained?
Yeah.
I would say David.
Who's David?
So David, I'm gonna say his name, Medina. So he's also an entrepreneur, which his business is, he works in the airlines, right? For like, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to butcher his job, what he does, but he has I think over like 14 airlines, which has contracts for like food taste, like not auditing, but like to make sure it's up to par before going on flights. You know those.
Okay.
I don't want to butcher the job again.
I understand.
But he's in that field, and he's so like, he's amazing. Like honestly, he's sweetheart. I gel with him. I train him 5 times a week. It's been 3 years, and normally people say, "Oh, you get fed up." No, I can't. Like I love training.
Why do you love David so much?
He's like me, hardworking. Same thing, and you know
was he fat? Was he skinny?
Yeah, he was pretty fat, and then I got him super fit, which is super cool.
Give him self-confidence?
Yeah. Well, and he got so much stronger. He's honestly, he's a gem inside out, and I communicate well with him. I don't know how to explain it.
Do you think it changed people the way they see themselves so they can go farther in their business afterwards? Do you know
some people, it does help though. You know what I mean? Like in a sense of also energy-wise, confidence-wise, it plays a role.
Look at the woman that you train. I'm sure if they have 50 pounds heavier, if you change them, the confidence, they walk in the gym and it's like, hello, I'm here.
I've had that sometimes with transformation. She'd be like the quiet girl come inside, and then she lost weight. She's wearing nice Lululemon, this and that. She's walking chest up, proud,
And men
I love
too.
seeing that. I love seeing that. There's nothing sexier than confidence. Confidence in being ballsy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, go for it. Like, you know what I mean? I love that.
But it's hard sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, and I'm sure this happened to
Yeah.
you before. You walk somewhere and they say, "It's so." People don't come to you because
Yeah.
they think you're all that and this because
Yeah.
they have their own insecurity.
Exactly.
So you look like you're bossy, but you are the boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm the boss.
Yeah. And a lot of people can't accept that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's a lot of people like that for sure. But you know what? I like I mentioned, I'm nice to everybody. I do what I have to do, and if they don't like me, well, too bad.
No, but this
what
happened
it is.
because they are uncomfortable with themselves.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Nico.
Yeah.
Don't change.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Because
sure.
they always work 9 to 5. You don't.
Yeah, exactly.
You work all day
And
long,
they'll complain about their jobs.
and they don't do
and they don't
nothing
do anything
about it.
So I'm like, you know what?
They have nothing to. I hate this.
Yeah,
Don't you?
I had friends like that, and they're not my friends today. I
Had-
can't.
Since you become a big entrepreneur and
Yeah.
you're wealthy and you're okay, you live off okay,
Yeah, I'm good.
you're
Yeah.
good. Did it change your friendship with others?
It did. I lost a lot of friends too.
Why?
I guess jealousy. I don't like saying that word because I'm like, I don't want to talk about myself like, oh, why? Because he has a own gym and he has trainers and that plus a cuisine company. I don't like talking about that.
But
Like,
you are.
But I am who I am, and it's
You
funny
should be
because
proud to be your friend.
I had X amount of friends, right? And at the point where nobody came to see me at the grand opening of my gym,
What?
I had a handful, my close friends.
Okay, I hope you delete. Give me the phone.
Oh, I did already. They're gone.
Delete.
Oh, they're gone. They know it, and they know who it is for sure. And I have my close ones that have been there from day one. I have George, Ilya. I'm missing some other names. I don't want to call names, but I have my close ones that came to see me, supported me, and you know what? I won't forget them, and I'm always there for them. They call me, I'm on them.
So
I'll help
your
them out.
success as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
as an athlete,
Yeah.
change your friendship
Oh yeah.
with people.
Oh yeah. When we had COVID,
Yes.
remember when gyms were closing down?
Yes.
The people who I was barely talking to, which was my friend back then, they would call up and say, "Hey, what's up, man? I heard gyms are closing down." Are you serious now? You know, it's my business. You know, I'm not making money right now. So they would look for those opportunities.
To hurt you.
Of course,
People are really mean.
vicious. But you gotta be thick-skinned for this shit. It's okay. You don't forget though. It's right there. It's fine.
What do you do when you don't forget?
Ignore them. Nothing. They're gonna come one day, surface around, talk.
Always.
Nothing.
I have someone who told me when I was really young and I started business 32 years ago.
Yeah.
They told me the best revenge is the cold soup.
Exactly.
Don't say a word. Just keep going, and they will try to destroy you.
You're 100%
They will
right.
try to talk bad.
Yeah.
And I'm sure by you knowing that you're going to have a big gym in 2024, and I'm sure
it's
of
gonna
it,
get worse.
do you know what's going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
Your circle is going to probably be smaller.
I'll be very hated out there by a lot of people for sure, but it's okay.
But why? They all can do it.
Yeah, well, they all can do it, but they don't want to go through it, right? There's a difference of doing it and going through it. Going through it, you need a thick skin, tough mentality, and you gotta have like that mindset.
Your
You know what I
sister
mean?
told me once, because I know her very well.
Yeah,
She's one of my friend, I can say.
yeah,
She told me once, it's a big difference by I want to do it and you do it.
Exactly.
She said, you did it, Mia.
yeah.
And I looked
Exactly.
at her. I remember all my life I was in her kitchen. I go, what? She said, well, you deliver.
Exactly.
It's easy to say, I'm going to
Ex-
do it. She told me that like a year and a half
But you're
ago.
right, exactly. You see, that's the thing. A lot of people, like you said, they're gonna say, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it," and they postpone it. They postpone it. They wait for it. You're never gonna do it.
They
You
never.
gotta do it. You gotta do it.
And they're not honest with themselves.
Oh no, yeah, they create their own life, their own dreams, or
Is that a dream?
I don't know what you're gonna call it there, but like, yeah,
And if you don't think like them,
yeah,
you're not part of their group.
yeah.
So tell me, where is Big Daddy Cuisine came?
So
Tell me that story.
Yeah, so Big Daddy Fitness, right? That name actually was from my son. So before that, it was just Nicolaos Vlachos, my name, personal trainer, whatever. And I would bring my son to daycare, right? At age of 2 and 3 years old, he started speaking. He's like, "Oh, my daddy's big," and I was competing too, right there, right?
Yes.
My daddy's big. My daddy's big. I'm like, "Fuck, I like that. It's catchy." That's how Big Daddy Fitness came in. So obviously, I'm like, okay, let me change the fitness to cuisine. And why I put cuisine? Because it goes hand in hand. You all know that, right?
Yes.
Health, training,
Yeah.
together. So I'm like, you know what? I had one of my buddies from back then that I met at a random wedding. I haven't seen him in a long time. He had a breakfast place. It wasn't going good, and he wanted out. And I'm like, you know what? We're gonna start ourselves a meal prep company. He's like, what do you mean?
You decided that
I decided that. Yeah.
at that wedding.
Yeah. I'm like par rapport, like just going there and just doing it. And I'm like, you know what? Let's sit down. It was Saturday. The wedding, I believe, this was 4 years. Actually, I think it's 4 years ago. I'm sorry, right now I have a little blank. But anyways, I'm like, hey, we're meeting up in 2 days. Come over to my house. Sit down. We'll talk. We'll figure it out. I had everything laid out already. It took me 24 hours. Everything laid out.
Okay.
I'm like, we're going through this. And we did. And here we are today.
He's a chef.
Yeah, he's a certified chef.
And he decided to, was he in health?
The only reason why also, because I know he's a certified chef, and he's really good.
I know. My husband told me
good recipes, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I know a lot of people. He's more of like okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm more like, okay, we're doing this. I'm very structured. I want this. So together, it makes a good setup. Exactly. So it was like perfect. He won't say anything when I say something. He'll go, okay, we're doing it.
Are you gonna do without gluten?
Oh yes, that's our next. Yes, that's our next.
That's
thing.
why I never tasted.
Yeah, and that's our next thing. It's obviously more and more right now in the that I see that a lot of people are going more towards that, which is And
it's not my choice.
No,
trust me.
Of course.
If I could eat pasta, I would.
For sure, exactly.
And I could.
But that's our next approach. So for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
And please make it tasteful.
100%.
Because
I'm not worried with him.
Gluten-free, when you cannot, like I'm allergic, it tastes like
cardboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're not lucky.
Oh, yeah.
So make it taste. But my husband tastes your food and told me, and he's not a fan of that usually,
ready meals.
Yeah. And he said, Mia, wow. And this morning he told me, can you bring me back some cookie?
I'm going to bring you some stuff.
So,
we're going to bring you a whole,
cookies. He loved that.
Yeah, we make protein cookies. We do all kinds of stuff.
And he's not into this, but he really liked it. Yeah. What's your food makes it better than the other?
Well, in the sense of his food is his knowledge, right? How he the marinations, everything is high quality. So we don't use cheap beef or chicken. Everything is high quality, fixed up. Obviously, presentation wise, you make sure everything is clean. And just his knowledge, like the same way I have knowledge of fitness.
So now you with this gentleman, what's his name?
Chris.
Yeah. So Chris and you start this big daddy cuisine.
That's right.
Do you buy a factory? How does it work? Where does it go? Because now it's big.
Yeah. So now we have our own personal kitchen. So we have, my brother actually works inside. My brother's in restaurants before. So my brother's actually working inside. We have another cook inside helping out as well. And we have our drivers for deliveries. So we have our Monday to Thursdays. Basically we go online, you order what you want to have, and then you either want to deliver it on Monday or Thursday, and people do their quantities. Let's say if they want X amount of protein, X amount of carbs. Yeah, it says à la carte. You pick whatever you want.
How many meals a week do you prepare?
We passed over 1,000 meals a week.
Okay, so you see big.
Yeah. I know we can get even bigger. The problem is my time. Yeah, no, well, obviously we have to hire more people, but the thing is, my time in fitness is a lot too. And like I mentioned, Chris is amazing at what he does, but he's not I'm more the guy that pushes.
The marketing and open up the doors.
So that's why I'm going to have to again, it's on me. I'm going to have to figure it out how to get
Why don't you hire somebody?
And that's my next approach. So for marketing especially, one, and also a bit more help in the kitchen-wise to pick it up.
Are you going to do it in all the grocery store?
I don't really want to do that part.
Why?
It's too much of a hassle. And we do caterings too. So we're getting really busy in catering. So I think if we spread ourselves too thin everywhere, something's going to screw up. I like sticking to a good recipe that you're good at and expand
I'm just going to back it up.
Yeah, go for it.
You told me that when you open your gym, you regret that you didn't open the big part.
Right.
Are you redoing this with the cuisine?
Oh, I'm getting the cuisine bigger.
But you say, I'm scared to go too big, so we got to screw it up.
Well, no, because what I'm trying to say is, let me rephrase it, sorry. What I'm trying to say is, if I go towards the routes of selling in grocery places and stores, it's going to be more hard to control. Versus when you have the fresh meals and given and catering. That's what he's good at too. So I rather stick at that because I'm not in the cuisine, right? So I can help out more. Mm-hmm. And it's a recipe that's working, so I want to try and blow that up even more.
How? Where are you going to put it?
Well, with the new location, that'll be having an everyday. I'm going to have also an area where people have a lounge area and eat this and that. I'm going to have an in-house nutritionist that'll take your body fat. That, let's say if you're ready for lunch, she'll send it to the cuisine. Okay, this much protein, this much, and then it's all custom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everything custom. So I want to do everything it's literally tailored to the person. So from food to fitness to everything, it'll be one stop shop.
But do you want to sell it and resell somewhere else? Like
I get you. Like
Popeye,
IJ or
Popeye store or stuff like that.
It could be a possibility for the future, but again, I rather grow where we're good at and we can control.
Nico,
I know.
Don't make the same mistake. You're gonna come back in 2 years. Say, you know what I told you? Go for it.
You're probably right.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity. Everybody knows you.
Yeah, you're right.
You know how easy it would be to open the door.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Show me you can do it.
I like that. You see, you just pumped me up right now.
Come on.
Another sleepless night for me.
No, you have it all planned.
Yeah.
You have the door. It's not like you don't know
exactly.
anybody.
We have what it takes. So at the end of the day, yeah, I guess.
What's going on here?
Yeah,
Do I need to go to the gym and show you how it's done?
Because you know what the problem is? Like in cuisine, it's not really my thing, right? Because I have my partners and my partner sides in that. So like I know in fitness, I don't hesitate on nothing.
Trust him.
Yeah, that's
Open
the other
the
thing.
doors.
That's the other thing. It's inside.
Open the doors.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're good at opening the doors. You transforms life, 400's life and more, you told me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, you have a good chef. Just open the door. Go to knock on people's door. It's not like you don't know them.
Yeah, you're right.
How do you find sponsor?
Sponsors?
Yes. Let's go back to the fitness a bit because I have questions.
Yeah.
How do you find sponsor?
Well, we have an advertising at our gym. So basically I promote something on the screens where people put their businesses and then they pay a monthly fee where it runs ads through my all my TVs in the gym, the front desk. And I tell them how much X amount of times your promotion video will go through my screen and how much members we have, how much eyes per hour. And that's how I do the marketing sponsor-wise for an extra income on the side, which helps them and it helps me also. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of door that you...
Yeah.
So put your meal in there.
I like that one.
I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're sleeping? I mean, what is this?
I like that.
I just want you to realize what you just told me.
Yeah, I know.
Is it because, as we speak along, and I love your personality, it's just, I feel that if you're not in control,
yes,
you're scared.
You just got me right now. I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting for it to happen. My wife tells me the same thing.
But it's okay.
I'm a control freak on these things. Yeah, but I don't know why. I just find whatever I do, I know I can do it right, and I want to do it my way.
And if it's not your ID, do you accept the ID?
Yes. You know what? I am not close-minded. If it sounds good,
let me see in 3 months if my ID worked.
It is. Just for that, you put me a challenge right now.
I'm just telling you, I'm giving you 3 months.
Okay, done.
If it's not
Noted down.
Popeye and all these stores, I'm going to think you're not
Noted.
a businessman.
I'm putting this in right now.
Come on, write it down.
That's it. I'll accept the challenge.
Go ahead, 3 months.
I'll accept the challenge.
We are
right. And I'll get back to you.
We are the 7th of September.
Got you. So I have by December 7th.
Come on, just before Christmas.
Okay.
Resolution of your all people, what they want to do in January.
Right now.
What they're going to do in January.
In January,
they all want to eat good and be fit.
Yeah.
You put it in the store on 7th of December, you're good for January.
I like that.
You got to think.
I like that.
Is it true?
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
You put it out in December.
Yeah.
January, they all in fit
Perfect timing.
and eat your food. So I give you 3 months. Done. I'm telling you.
Done. Challenge
I'm
accepted.
Coming to you.
Challenge accepted.
Are you flexible?
Flexible.
Uh-huh.
Not bad.
I have a say, and let me tell you.
Yeah.
I never went to the gym for several reasons, and I'm a yoga girl. I do yoga since I'm 29 years old and I'm 54. So I'm very flexible.
Yeah.
Do you think that flexible people physically are more flexible mentally and more artists? And people at the gym, if you try to bend them or they say they're not flexible, it says, I'm sorry, I'm not flexible, but they're strong. You think in their mind they're more...
Like one-minded?
Yes.
Good question.
Think about it. A lawyer, a judge, what they do? They fight all the time.
Right.
Bodybuilder. They are focused, disciplined.
Yeah.
They like to win. They will run marathon like crazy. I'm like, I can't even do this.
Yeah.
If you look at people who do yoga, Pilates, they're more flexible, they're more artistic, they go with the flow.
Like free-minded, yeah.
Free-minded. They are structured, they're entrepreneur because yoga is a very big...
Of course, it's a big industry. 100%.
But they're more flexible. Do you believe or it's just me? Does it make sense?
That's pretty interesting, actually. how we're like in bodybuilding world or fitness world that we're structured like this.
But look at that. Look at the job.
Yeah.
Police officer.
Right. Yeah.
Judge.
Yeah.
Court. Dentists. Doctors. They are.
Yeah. It goes with it, I guess.
Do you think? Or it's me. Please tell me. Introduce me to my new way of thinking about this.
It makes sense though.
Does it?
It looks like it. The way if you just think it right now, how you just said it, it's exactly what it is, no?
So, how can I come and do gym for myself?
First, you have to show up, and I'll push you to help.
Yeah, but what about to the person who's flexible but doesn't like to lift weight? Because they can't.
They can't.
They can't, but I mean, they don't go to your level. They're not as fast. They come just twice, and they like. You give me 10 pounds and...
Oh, look, we have beginners also that come to my gym.
Okay.
But they put in the work, and then they become strong too.
Okay.
So they started with little weights. They're not, they were.
But you don't laugh at that.
No, never. Anybody who comes in and they show up, I'll never laugh at somebody. Somebody who talks and never does it, those people I don't respect.
I'd be shy to walk in the gym, I will tell you.
Would you?
Oh, my God. I would.
Yeah. Why? You look great.
I spend 20 minutes in the car to make sure everything is okay with the outfit. That's for sure. That's how I feel when I go to the gym. There's a show there. You go to yoga, everybody's upside down, so they're all falling. So we're okay. We don't watch everybody. But don't you feel in a gym, we're all looking at each other? As a woman, I can tell you this.
I can't see that side.
Did you never see a woman walk into your gym look like she's destroyed?
No, they all look pretty good, actually.
They spend 20 minutes in the car getting ready. Guys will come in with a T-shirt and a pair of shorts.
Exactly.
Women, it's a fashion show in there. You're laughing, but it's not a joke.
It's funny, but you're actually true on that. They all look good. We have lovely ladies in the gym. They all take care of themselves.
Did you see the same woman with
up.
the same Lululemon twice in a row?
No chance. Never gonna happen. A guy will probably put the same shorts twice in a row.
Smelly too. It's the back of the gym. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be so self-confident walking in there. But you put me in a yoga room.
Yeah, but that's your thing. Exactly. Look, at the end, we can't. There's something for everybody, right? You can't please everybody.
But I want to go. I'm just so scared. Just the machines.
What are you scared of? That image?
That, first of all, takes me 20 minutes in the car. Second of all, what about if I cannot perform to what they're asking me to do?
No, you can't think like that, though. You can't think of that. You got to start somewhere. You got to give it a shot. You can't.
How would you convince me?
Well, first of all, I would take you on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have this.
Because why? We have this three months thing now.
That too. That's on you now. I'm like, I challenge you right now.
Okay.
Well, I always try and make somebody feel comfortable and very motivating. Like I would not say, oh, you're only picking up that weight. I will never do that. For me, somebody training in the first time or even trying is respect.
And if you have health issue like I do, what do you do with them? Do you go soft?
Yeah, 100%. We have to work around it.
I take you on.
Nice.
For the next 3 months,
let's go.
I'm going to come twice a week.
I like that.
I'm telling you.
Good.
But it's going to be hard. I'm not going to like you.
That's fine.
And I'm going to be 20 minutes in the car before. Just so you know.
I'll text you. Are you almost ready?
I have to make sure everything match. Okay? You're just saying.
No problem.
I'm honest.
No problem.
I'm like, all these women who don't tell you, I'm telling you. And don't touch my hair.
No, I ain't touching hair.
And I cannot sweat too much.
I can't guarantee you that.
Just saying. No, but I want to do it.
Yeah,
I really do. And I think we do a good match, but I'm not sure I'm capable.
You are.
Okay.
Of course you are.
But you're going to go slow.
100%. I'll go with your pace.
And you're going to have your meal out on December 7th.
Yes.
You will.
I will promise you this. I'm doing my best to get into a grocery store or anything out there going.
Not grocery store.
Anywhere.
Let's go to fitness boutique. You know what? Like Popeye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's...
It should be easy for you.
Yeah, I know Phil too, so... Yeah.
I mean, hello. Yeah. 2 and 2 make 4.
Yeah, that's true.
I have another question. Women like me, I don't, but women today have access and men to Ozempic, to losing weight. I know, losing weight fast. Yeah. They have pills in the States. Mm-hmm. You don't even need to go to the gym. You look like you go to the gym.
Well, Yes
How
and no.
do you convince them to don't do it this way?
Health-wise. Because even though...
the fast way, it's
Yeah.
easier than go spend an hour to your place.
Well, I'll give you an example, right? The gym, besides bone density, healthiness, relieving stress, anxiety, it brings so much more into the fitness world, right? It's not just by the body. It's what it releases your stress levels. You feel great. It creates like a certain effect in your brain, your body that it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Where you can't get that off just by injecting yourself with.
I do the same in yoga. I feel like that.
Yeah, you escape.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's another way. Like I mean, Ozempic. You hear so much stories about that stuff.
But now that you know that we have drugs,
Yeah.
we can get
Yeah.
to the level. Does it scare you that your business will be affected by it?
No, because there's always people out there that want to train, that want to feel their body, their muscles. Because even if you lose a certain
I'm
weight,
scared right now.
even if you lose a,
Is everybody laughing in here? But it's just, I'm scared.
don't be scared. No,
I am.
no, don't be. I'll take care of you. Don't worry.
Thinking about the outfit. Okay, go. So,
Yeah. So I mean, no. I at the end of the day, I would tell you, even if the people are taking a certain amount of drugs, not training, you can tell the body it's soft. It's not toned. You're just losing weight. It's a skinny version. So let's say somebody's overweight, losing the weight, it's called skinny fat. Mm-hmm. So it's not really a transformation. And once they start that supplement and they start eating back to normal, they're going to gain back the weight.
yeah.
Right? So it could be a fast fix, but you're not going to hold that.
Do you think it's going to affect your business in the long term with the year coming up?
No, I think it'll make my business better.
Why?
Because people are going to understand that, one, it wasn't good for their health. And two, once they stop taking what they're taking, they put back the weight on, they're going to know through what they went through. And they're going to say, okay, well, I got to go back in the route of obviously eating clean and training hard. It's the only way to do it. It's been for years. It's not going to change now. And more so right now, from what I've seen from all my years, I've been 22 years in the industry, it's been the busiest than ever. And especially the younger generation taking care of themselves, training. No, it's...
What's your youngest client you never trained?
Youngest? 9-year-old hockey player.
For real?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the father wanted the kid to... Not heavy weightlifting, though. It's
like
still
me,
training, though.
Like me, like the baby weight. We're going to start, correct?
No, but yeah. So I mean, the father wanted just to have more speed, be stronger on his feet. So I did work with him like hockey related, but in the gym, and it actually helped him out. So that was my youngest one. My oldest client was 67 years old.
Oh,
Yeah, top shape, machine.
for real?
I love it.
And is he still trained?
Yeah.
And how long did you train him for?
I have him for 7 years.
But once we start training,
Yeah.
we don't need you all the time, or we have to go. It's
How my concept works?
yeah.
No, like how it works is basically whoever's in there, they take their package of training sessions. When you're not with the trainer, you can go by yourself to the gym too.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. And some people think that too. They need somebody to push them, keep them accountable, and supporting them, which that's where we come in hand, obviously. And you know what? Even a coach needs a coach. How do you know what I'm trying to
Yes,
say?
yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they feel like they don't have to bust their heads because they have so much already going on in their lives that when I go to the gym, I want you to train me, tell me what to eat, and everything is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you take couples?
I don't, but we do at the gym, yes, but I don't.
Okay. Yeah. So what would you say to my husband who doesn't want to go to the gym, but it hurts everywhere?
He's got to start.
I know.
Yeah.
I will bring him.
Yeah.
We're coming to your event on the 10th of September.
Nice, yes.
And he's going to be there. Your job is to convince him.
I'll convince him.
So we can come together.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, make it happen.
All right.
But don't scare him.
No, I won't scare him.
Do you think the industry of fitness or the gym will get bigger in the year coming up?
I'd say so.
And how much bigger?
I mean, I see it scaling every year. So I don't know the percentage of it, but I would say it just gets bigger every year. I mean, there's not really much numbers to say what is going to go up, but I see it every year. It's ramping up, and people are taking care of themselves even more than before. So, yeah.
Do you think it changed in the last 10 years? People are younger in the gym?
You know what, actually? You have young crowds, but you have more of the 40-pluses coming.
Really?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what? They're the best members that we have. So much more disciplined than the younger ones.
Because they're at the end.
Exactly. And they know that this is it. And that is so true.
And if they don't take care of themselves, this is it.
And they see it because they probably took advantage of when they were 20s, 30s. They let their weight go on. And now they're like, holy shit. Okay, my kids are older. I can take care of myself. And those are the best ones. The 35, 40 plus are the best members. They're so disciplined, more disciplined.
Is it easier a woman or a man to train?
Easier for me to train somebody or easier to get a goal?
Both question.
Okay, so for the goal, a man for some reason is easier, I guess, because of the hormones of the women. I don't know. Like I've seen much more issues for a woman to lose weight versus a man. But I do love training women more.
Yeah, because it must be catastrophic. Two men, you the trainer and the guy who wants to come.
Well, no, you know what it is? The women actually push harder than the men.
Yeah, they want to impress you. Let me tell you again.
I guess.
Another thing, like the 20 minute, I'm going to tell you why. They want to impress you.
I guess, yeah.
A guy is testosterone. He's looking at you. He's like, if you think I'm going to do better than you, if you think you're big, this is what competition between two men must be very hard to train.
Yeah.
Women, they just want to be cute, and as soon as they go, you're like, okay, maybe we can push a little bit more. If a guy go, you say push. Correct?
Correct. But you know what? You guys, honestly, women have a strong, how do I say this? Like, endurance-wise, even mental strength.
We give birth.
Well, that's what I was about to say. There you go. So, I mean, you see it. Like, the women, man, they can push. And it's impressive.
Really?
Yeah. It's impressive. I started, a lot of times I would start, like, let's say a woman at the beginning, I would train them. I'm like, okay, she's not getting as strong. She's slowly getting up there. Man, then she's freaking and putting weights up like what a man, a 200-pound man can do. It's impressive. Really? I respect it. Oh, yeah.
Is there have ways of training that you don't become bulky?
Yeah, it's. I mean, people think by lifting weights you become big. That's not true. Mm-hmm. That's not true. You need much more than that to become huge. It goes with the food. Obviously, if you eat a lot of calories and you start pushing heavy weight, you will become big. But if you're eating the calories your body needs, you're going to become more toned. So it doesn't really necessarily mean pushing heavy weights. You can push heavy weights at a caloric deficit or maintaining your physique, let's see how much you want to weigh, and you won't get bigger. You get more toned. So people think, I'm going to do more when I get bigger. That's not true.
Because the muscle is heavier than...
Yeah, muscle weighs more than fat. So the look-wise, you're going to look more toned versus bigger, obviously. But if you start eating more calories and the way you push, yes, you will get bigger, of course. So, but that's normal, right? It goes with everything.
So you have to change all the clothes.
Yeah. Okay. Assuming if you're eating a lot of calories, which a lot of women, they follow what I tell them, and then they know how much calories they hit, and you see them getting toned, their booties are coming up, stomach's getting flat. It's a woman's body, honestly, is for me, it's like art, more so than a man. A woman with the curves, everything, it's much more fun to transform a woman than a man.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
It's just different. The way they look, it's a woman that takes care of themselves from the glutes to the shoulders to the stomach. There's so much more in it than a man. A man's like, boom. You know what I mean? Yeah. A woman it's more elegant. It's more art. And that's why you see majority of the paintings, it's more women on
yes.
There you go. Yeah. It's an art. So that's, you know what I mean? So,
where are you in 5 years from now?
The biggest in the fitness industry and the best gym in Montreal. And maybe go to the States. I want to plan that.
Oh.
Yes.
When?
I don't know. We'll see. Again, yeah. But for now, I want
5 years from now.
5 years from now, I would like to have my own place in the States. Yes.
What is it going to be called?
Big Daddy Fitness, of course.
And where is it going to be?
I would like to be towards Miami. I always like...
Oh, you will fit there.
Yeah.
You will fit there.
That's like my all-time goal where I want to hit. So what you were telling me before, when we were talking about previously, like what's your limits? Mm-hmm. We'll see when we get there. Maybe that'll be with the family that want to move or whatever.
They will move.
That's what I think too.
I'm sure you will convince them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will move. But would you stop Montreal?
No.
So how do you going to be between both?
My team.
Okay.
Management.
So you believe in team?
100%. 100%.
Do you have people who works for you or are not trainer?
Yeah. I have my front desk, obviously. I have my administration, which takes care of all the backbone work. Mm-hmm. My wife does also the administration. She's everywhere for the cuisine. And so I have a good team around me.
Wait when you come home and you say we have the 7th of December.
I like that one.
Just tell her before I see her on Sunday, please.
Yeah, we'll tell her.
Just so.
Yeah, so we're expanding. We're doing this now.
Do you think at a sport like I do yoga?
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
Yeah. 100%.
Pilates and all.
Yeah.
Would you put this in your gym?
See, I'm not familiar with it, but I do want to do something like that in a sense where find a good instructor and have a section for yoga 100%. Because I mean, it's very important, I find, in especially this world too, avoiding injuries, just overall.
But do you believe in that?
Yeah, 100% I do. I'm not good at it, but I believe in it. But I would for sure do that.
Would you do it?
Yeah, 100%.
Physically, you will do yoga?
I would want to try it, yeah. I spoke to a lot, because I'm very stiff too, right? I train a lot. I'm flexible, but I got to work on my mobility and agility a little bit more.
I became a yoga teacher
Did you?
30 years ago with Shivananda Yoga for 3 months in the wood. They teach you really, really Shivananda.
Wow.
And you know where I learned? Because I had Crohn's disease and they removed a part of my stomach and I was in a coma.
Oh, wow.
So when I came back, I was not functional. I could not walk like everybody and I had no strength. So they made me, I was in New York at that time, and they made me start to yoga. I hated it. Like you never really, I hated it. I didn't want to. It means you have to bring back to you and stand on your head. I said, you're crazy. This is never going to work. So I hired a teacher, a private teacher.
Yeah.
I kick her out after 2 days and she kept coming back.
Pushing away.
To the point that I went and took the class. And I became a yoga teacher. I was, for 2 years, this is only the things I did. Teach people, pregnant women, children.
That's cool. Wow.
Yoga. I have all the certification.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And my biggest challenge was my husband. Zero flexible when I met him. Well, today he's standing on his head.
Wow.
And he's 57 years old.
Wow.
So that's why I'm always curious. Do you feel that this is fitness or no?
Yeah, 100% it is. And it actually works very well with fitness.
Why?
Injuries, main thing. Even your body connection, just the way your muscle-mind connection works better with your body. As soon as you're like more flexible, it calms you down too, in a sense where like you're more in better range with your muscles. So it's not just like pushing, you know what I mean? So it works I think it works very well. Yeah.
But it's hard for you.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not flexible.
I'm stiff. Oh yeah, for sure.
So it goes with the mind. You see?
Yeah, there you go.
It goes with the mind.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next plan for Big Daddy Cuisine is without gluten. And
expanding.
Expanding December 7th,
yes.
2023.
Yes.
And the gym,
yeah.
2024.
Yes.
And then in 5 years, the gym in the States, in Miami.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, it will.
And now you're going to win?
I'm going to win my next show. And I'm stating it from now. I am not losing the show.
You're going to win?
Yes.
And when you win, would you give me another interview?
100%.
Got you. Thank you.
Mia.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.